Hey material managers, welcome to Livegistics, the load tracking system that's dedicated to making your construction and waste operations easier. Today, we're going to be going over creating a project with productivity and material goals. We're going to begin this video by creating a new project. You can create a new project one of two ways. You can come down to the Quick Create and click New Project. Or you can come to the Settings and click Create Project. Once inside of Project Info, you will be asked to add a project name, project number, address, time zone, project start date, project end date, daily start time, and daily end time. Once you have filled in all of the project information, you can click Save. Once your project has been successfully saved, we can now work on creating work categories, project materials, and adding tasks. I will begin by adding work categories. To create a new work category, you will want to navigate to the right top-hand corner and click Add Work Category. You will then be asked to give your work category a name. Once you're satisfied with your new work category name, you can click Save. You can add as many work categories as you'd like. Once you've added all of your work categories needed for this project, we can now add activities. You can create an activity by clicking on the plus button. Just like for work categories, to create a new activity, you will want to navigate to the right top-hand corner and click Add Activity. You will be asked to give your activity a name, and once complete, you can click Save. Once you are satisfied with your new activities, you'll want to navigate back to the Project Info screen. Now, you may notice that the work category circle has been filled in. This means that this section of your project info has now been completed. We will now be moving on to project materials. To create a new project material, you will want to navigate to the top right corner and click Create Material. First, you will be asked to select a material from the drop-down list. Then select a supplier from the drop-down list. Then you can add a profile ID, if desired. You may ask the question, why is setting up a waste stream with a profile ID important? Well, when you are using a digital manifest and need to create a civil ticket, our software connects you directly to a scale at a landfill. When you are at the scale, you will receive a digital signature immediately on the manifest. You will also get a scale-weigh receipt, which will populate digitally after the truck is weighed at the scale. After you've selected your profile ID, you'll now be asked to enter a unit of measure. Select a unit of measure from the drop-down. After completing your unit of measure, we can now move on to split cost. You have the choice to select split costs on or off. If you would like to select your split cost on, you can enter the material cost and transport cost separately. You can split them up in order to reconcile separate invoices between your materials, your suppliers, and your transporters. If you choose to take off the toggle, you will be asked to enter the total cost separately. After entering in the total cost, you are then asked to enter a markup percentage. Once complete, you can click Create. You have successfully created your first project material in Livegistics. We can now select Back to go back to the Project Info screen. Again, you will see that the project material circle has now been filled in, letting you know that you have completed this portion of the project setup. Lastly, we will be talking about adding tasks. This can be done in the Task section. Once you have activities and materials complete, select Add Task. We will begin by selecting an activity. The activities that you created will show up here. You will be able to see the activities you created in the drop-down menu, and you can select the task that applies. You will then be required to select the project material. Again, the project material that you have just created will be shown in the drop-down. We can now talk about total amount required and daily target. As an example, say that we estimated or made a bid that we need 5,000 tons removed, so we can report and track tickets for the 5,000 tons that will be removed for this project. Since I am productivity-based, and when I get to this point of the project, I am looking to remove 500 tons per day. So on average, if I have a 50-ton truck, that would be 10 trucks per day, which would be 10 working days to get all 5,000 tons. We will be able to track the productivity of how efficient we're doing on a daily basis and over the life cycle of the project, driven by these two metrics. Once completed, we can now click Save to complete our project tasks. Now that we have completed work categories, project materials, and adding a task, we can now go back to the home screen to discuss tracking productivity. You can see that we now have a ticket produced because our civil site user for this project created one. If you look at the status, you can see that it is currently in the red zone. We have one ticket produced for today with a completed value of 50 tons, and our target volume is still at 500 tons. You can see that we only have 10% of the project completed for today. If we come over to our workday past ring, we can see that 98% of the working day has elapsed, which is shown by the blue ring. The red outer ring is showing the loads for today. This ring is red because this project would be severely behind for today, because in this example, the working day is an hour away from being completed. Here is another example of our project. In this case, our civil site user created a few more tickets, and our daily start time and end time are now adjusted. You can see that now. Our workday past is now at 25%, and we already have 3 loads completed. Our completed load volume is now at 150 tons. Our target volume is still at 500, and we are now 30% completed for the day. Our completed volume is greater than our workday past, which means we now have a green status. By using Livegistics at a glance features, your team will be able to quickly tell if they are on or off track with their daily targets. This completes our training video on how to create a project with productivity and material goals. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at any time through our website. We hope you have a great day.